Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. So tomorrow, West Indies and Australia will do battle in the first of 5 T20 games. So I just want to use this video to go through my played 11 and batting order. As per usual, let me make this clear. This is just me being a regular fan, looking at the squad and saying this is how I would set up the team, right? I have no connection with these guys. I don't know them personally. I am just a regular fan and saying this is how I would do it. The comment section is open. So when you disagree with my playing 11, just list your playing 11 in the comment section so everyone can take a look at it and, we can see if that's probably a better one that we can go with. All right, so before we get into it, let me just remind you of the squad. We have a 16-man squad that the captain and the coach will be selecting from. So it's Shea Hope, Joel Anjo, Jediah Blades, Raston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimran Hetmeyer, Jason Holler, Akil Hussein, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Goody Kishmoti, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Sheffield Rutherford, and Romario Shepherd. So those are the players in the squad that we are going to be selecting from. Now, jumping straight into it, we're opening with Evan Lewis and Brandon King. Based on this squad, that's how I'm doing it. So Evan Lewis and Brandon King. Right and left hand combination at the top, hoping that they will bat well together and, they will get out of the power play or pretty close to getting out of the power play, right? With some runs on the board, So Evan Lewis and Brandon King. Number 3, we have the captain, Shea Hope. Shea Hope, my people, we know his ability. We definitely want him to bat time, spend time at the wicket. Especially, we know that Australia will be using Adam Zappa. So we're hoping that the likes of of Shea Hope, Rutherford, Hetmeyer, these guys, if they are in the playing 11, we're hoping that, they will be able to face a good portion of the spin. Especially a Rutherford and Hetmeyer, facing the leg spinner. So Brandon King, Lewis King, Hope at number 4. Sheffield Rutherford, right? I've said it several times, right? That I need Rutherford to step up and play a bigger role. I know that he was doing well batting at 5 or 6 or whatever, but I personally think he's good enough. He has good technique. He has the ability to, to go big if needs be. So, I want him batting up further. I am of the belief that in a T20 game, your best batters need to be facing majority of the balls. Your best batters need to be facing majority of the balls. Doesn't make any sense, you have them down at the back end and, they have they get a chance to face 2 overs and try to make 50 or 60 of those 2 overs, right? You will have the power hitters or the guys that they call power hitters to try and do that. So Rutherford will bat at number 4. At number 5, we have Shimran Hetmeyer, right? Shimran Hetmeyer hasn't really done a lot at the international level of late, but I know people will say it's different, but, he has some form in franchise cricket. So I'm hoping that, at least for once, he'll be able to bring over that form into the test team. Test is still on my mind, into the T20 team. I'm hoping that he'll be able to bring that over into the T20 team. He's a senior player now, my people. So, especially with Nicholas Pooran being a senior batsman, retiring, we need another senior player to step up. And Hetmeyer will be batting at number 5. Ravman Powell, he gets in at number 6, right? Has been doing okay for us of late. He scored, I think in the last game that we played against England, we lost that game actually, but he was a fighter. He scored 79 not out in that game. So we continue to look to use Ravman Powell at that position there at 6. It's a pity he isn't bowling anymore. Not sure what the issue is, but He comes in there at 6 and will be looking to do some work with the bat. At number 7, this is where I am, we change it up a little bit. We go Raston Chase. Usually if Raston Chase is in a team, you expect Chase to be bowling, to be batting at number 3 or 4 or somewhere. He's not doing that in my team. I'm selecting him, but I'm selecting him based on how economical he is when he bowls, right? Hopefully the captain can find a way to utilize him to bowl 3-4 overs. Sometimes you see him bowl like 2 overs and pick up 1 wicket for 10 or 12 runs, and we don't see anything more. Don't know if the captain is thinking that, probably if he gives him another over, then they will go after him. But I have him in as the second spinner, so that means I'm only playing one of the left arm spinners. So Chase will be there. Then we have Russell, Andre Russell. Obviously, they said that this is his farewell. These 2 games at Sabina Park, will be farewell for him. So obviously that means he will be in the playing 11, right? For them. So I have to try and work a way around to make sure that he's there. So Russell, I have him there coming in after Raston Chase. Then we have Romario Shepherd. Depending on how the game is going, you can have Shepherd before Russell, right? Then we have Akil Hussein and Alzari Joseph to finish things off. Now, what I'm feeling extremely guilty about is Jason Hola, my people. I've always said that I don't want Andre Russell, Romario Shepherd, and Jason Hola in the same team. I've said that several times, right? But right now, Jason Hola didn't do too badly against England. I mean, the bowling definitely needs to step up, right? But he really and truly did some work for us with the batting. We didn't end up winning the games, but I remember I think he had like 29 not out in one game, 15 not out in another game where he's only faced a few balls. So his batting has been okay in the last few games. His bowling though definitely needs to step up. He's been bowling like 4 overs for 40 yard, 4 overs for 38, 39 and things like that. But if Ola was to get in, then it would have to be in place of Andre Russell, right? And as I said, obviously Russell plays because, this is his farewell and all of that. But I'm just letting it be known that if I had an option there, it would have to be Jason Hola for Andre Russell, right? Because Romario Shepherd definitely plays, right? And, then we have the other guys. Alzari Joseph is the lone Adasima, so that means with this team that I have here with Lewis, King, Hope, Rutherford, Hetty, Rahman Powell, Chase, Russell, Shepherd, Hussein, and Alzari, that means we're probably going to have to take an over 2 from Rutherford if we don't want all of these guys to bowl 4 over each, because we have Alzari, we have Hussein, we have Shepherd, Russell, and Chase, right? That's 5. So we can, we can probably, if we don't want all of them to bowl 4 each, we probably can give Rutherford 1 or 2, right? So that is basically how I am looking to do my playing 11. There are other options, there are other guys in the squad. We have the youngster Jedediah Blades. He's also an option with the ball, right? We have Joel Andrew is also an option with the bat. So all of these guys, they are there. But as I said earlier, we have Goody Kishmoti there also. Who could also be an option with the bat, and Matthew Ford, another option with the ball, right? And as I said, these guys, they will be itching to perform, all of them, if they get the chance. But that is just how I'm doing my squad. The good thing is, I am just an armchair expert. I only sit here, talk, and then we have conversations in the comment section. Darren, Sammy, Shea Hope, they are the ones that their decisions will matter, right? They are the ones that will be deciding the playing 11 and the order in which the guys will be batting. And leave it right here. Big up.